I see those shirts, I do see a journey.
The first shirt is Canoville, booed by his own fans because of the colour of his skin.
Oh, he's found Canoville! Chelsea have done it!
Well, let's say how strong Paul is didn't let the outside noise affect him.
You are not the bad people and you don't have to be ashamed of this.
The arrival of Ruud Gullit was probably one of the most incredible experiences that I've had.
Gullit!
First black manager to win a trophy.
The FA Cup belongs to Chelsea.
For him to come in and create that whole bubble around Chelsea at the time, wow, that's a massive achievement.
And then the king, Didier Drogba, who was Mr. Big Time.
Drogba! It's in!
Just winning Chelsea's first ever Champions League trophies, going down in history forever.
Didier Drogba. Buries in! Chelsea win the Champions League!
It shows how far we've come for him to be such a figure, a black figure.
Chelsea have worked miracles in terms of promoting black players, showing that they have the heart to be heroes.
There is hope. It gives me confidence as a Chelsea fan that anything is really possible.
My name's Aubrey Stewart.
Hi, my name's Dami. I've been a Chelsea fan for 22 years.
I've been a fan for Chelsea about 40 odd years.
My name is Roger Cumberbatch.
My name is Gillian Bromfield. I've been a Chelsea fan since 1980.
My name's Jamil. I've been supporting Chelsea since 1998.
I've been supporting Chelsea since 1973, so that's 49 years. My parents were very nervous about football, given the hooliganism there was at the time. I was nervous when I first went. I was thinking it was going to be hostile.
You walked down the Fulham Road and you came by the CAF and there was a stand that was selling National Front. I do remember bananas and monkey chants being made, and there's guys 2-3 rows behind you making these noises, and everybody thinks it's okay.
When I started supporting Chelsea, we didn't have any black players. So when we actually signed Paul Canoville, it was nice, it was good. It was someone that was like me playing for my team.
Paul Canoville's debut, second division game at Sellers Park, maybe about 15, 20 minutes before the end, he came on, everything changed. It seemed like the crowd weren't interested in the game, and then they were singing "We're the only white team in London." That was ringing around. Then it went to "There's no black in Union Jack." It weren't just a murmur. It was just like, wow.
It's insane to think about, really. Play in front of your home fans and know they're not on your side. It's just amazing the mentality he had rather than to shy away. It's utmost respect for Paul.
From there, it was going to be a battle. But as I say, it was my football. I weren't too worried about anything. As long as I played well, they'd had no argument to be, you know what I mean, cheering anything else. So.
Real memory of Canoville is that Sheffield Wednesday game when we were 3-0 down and he came over and he completely changed the game.
So, Chelsea with problems at the start of the match, and they've got more now in the second half. Canoville playing out wide on the left and involved early. Oh, what a start! Was that his first touch of the ball? A ball for Dixon to chase, and he'll get there. Oh, he's found Canoville! Chelsea have done it!
People like Paul, with their performances, they then turn the crowd around to go, actually, I might not like black people or whatever, but you know what, you're all right.
There was always that racist element, but maybe they then didn't display it to the player himself. He was more accepted, but it didn't stop people from still calling the opposition monkey chants and so forth.
Then you had swagman Ruud Gullit coming in with all the dreads and everything. He brought this aura to the club that just sort of gave confidence.
His style, his presence, the grace he had on the field, it's just a different league, different class.
It was like a man playing with small boys. He was just a colossus.
What I liked is that anything I was doing, people appreciated so much, and they showed their appreciation also towards me. And that was a good feeling.
When he took over as manager, then we were known as, he started playing sexy football.
The 1997 FA Cup final was one of the greatest days of my supporting life. When Ruud Gullit led out the team, 25 years later, I still get goosebumps thinking about it.
Before we even kind of sat down, Di Matteo scores.
Hughes making an angle run ahead of him and open up some space. And a goal! Oh, fantastic start! This is Petrescu. And Zola, it's in!
Eddie Newton scored the second goal, so we had a black manager and a black player that was influential.
The FA Cup belongs to Chelsea.
When the final whistle went, I just burst into tears. The way I felt at the time was if the world ended, I would be happy.
It showed that as a black person, you could achieve. It was just a fantastic time.
Well done. Great. Yeah.
I'm very happy to be here, and I hope it will be a very good and very long adventure with Chelsea and with all the fans of Chelsea.
To me, Drogba is a legend, and also the fact that he's black is huge.
Drogba's in it! Oh, yes! It's still Drogba! Oh, superb! Plenty of blue shirts around. One of them's Drogba, and he's scored again!
Didier is a huge player for the club. It's a role model for a lot of young black kids coming up to be at the same club as him as well. So yeah, it was unbelievable.
He was always like the biggest character on the pitch. You know, whoever he's playing, everyone's talking about Didier.
The one major highlight for me is that Champions League night. Oh, talking about it, it gives me goosebumps.
Drogba! It's a goal of destiny from the man we knew would score.
Think of Chelsea's history, and you think the Champions League. It's Drogba, a black man who's making it happen.
And he obviously goes on to win us the Champions League with that beautiful penalty.
Didier Drogba with maybe his last kick of a ball for Chelsea Football Club. Buries it! Chelsea win the Champions League!
I'm proud to be a black Chelsea fan because of individuals like Didier Drogba.
When I signed in Chelsea, I get a message from him, and I was really happy because everybody in Africa knows Drogba. It's really important to have an example like him for all the African players.
He is so universally loved as a player, but also as a man. That means a hell of a lot to me.
Drogba. Deflection, and it's 5.
At the time when Drogba was in his prime, there was African players in the team that had a strong character and a strong presence and were huge players for Chelsea.
We had Essien, Mikel, Drogba.
I was a fan of Jeremy because he used to bag some free kicks and they're always top bins. He was so good at that.
It's Jeremy! Oh, and it's a wonderful goal!
I grew up in Lagos, and you'd watch games and you'd go to like the bars and you'd have people that are not even like Chelsea fans, they're just football fans, for the very reason that they saw someone that looked like them from the same place that they are, playing on the biggest stage, and they're consistently being there, and the fans are cheering them on.
People just got used to seeing black players play for Chelsea and play in the Premier League, and I think that's when things started to take a turn.
It's a brilliant goal from Raheem Sterling. The delivery as well, and it's hammered in by Canoville. James, Chelsea round the back, 3-0.
Well, if today's black players from Chelsea were here, I'd love for them to look at those shirts and just know the journey that we've been through as a football club.
That I want their shirt up to be, for them to be the next iconic black player.
Over urge to shoot, so he... Yes! How about this? Trevor Chalobah on his Premier League debut.
We've got some absolutely amazing young players, black players. It's something really positive that the club should be very proud of and should embrace.
You have to be proud of your colour, proud of what you are. It's difficult to fight against racism, but I think we can do it all together.
Biggest positive change? There's a lot more black fans, that's for sure.
I've noticed there are more people of colour coming to Chelsea of all different ages, and they can come and feel welcomed and not feel like there's an element of intimidation.
Paul Canoville, when he did a walk around at half time, to a man, the crowd were singing his name, cheering him, and I think he found that really moving. Someone came up to him after that and just apologised for their behaviour towards him in the 80s, and Paul obviously not excusing that behaviour, but saying, okay, you know, we all have to move forward.
It's not gone away yet, and we need to carry on and continue pushing the message, and that's education from a young age.
With the Black Lives Matter, it got people galvanised. My white friends were understanding what I went through growing up in England. Yes, the social media companies need to take more responsibility, but also people need to take responsibility. If you've said something racist, sexist, anti-Semitic, you have to pay the price. It's not how we're all human beings.